Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair guys. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video guys if you have a BMW 3 Series with a 6-cylinder gasoline engine and you're trying to replace your fuel injectors. That video guys should help you on BMW between year 2005 2013, and I'm telling you about BMW 323, 325, 328 or 330. Make sure you stay until the end. We'll share something very important as we go, and I'll explain guys where you can get tools and parts from. We'll share the link by the way in the description of the video below. If you need to buy new injectors, tools, parts, check it out. That's where we get our parts and tools from. Now, removing the fuel injector, you have to do a few procedures, otherwise you're exposed to great danger like spraying fuel on your engine yourself, catching yourself on fire. So make sure to stand till the end guys. Every single car we get at the shop, we make at least 200 free repair videos. You probably already know that, but why we do it guys? Because our mission in the shop is to save you as much money as we can. All we need in return, please subscribe to the channel and like the video. So let us show you guys what we have here. Specifically this is a 325, but if you have N51, N52, even N53 engine guys, the procedure will apply to it. This is the engine 6-cylinder, so if you have engine that looks like that, you may have a different style engine cover, let's say it's gray or black, but the procedure should apply to it. And before we start guys, check this channel out. This is our second channel. It's called Electrical Car Repair Live. We have helped millions of people and we have information that can practically save you thousands of dollars guys. So I'll definitely recommend for you guys to check it out. Things to do now. Number one, before we start, you need to disconnect your car battery. Why? Because we'll disconnect the fuel line. If you do not do that guys, you can catch your car on fire because you have current in your electrical system, so you can create spark. Number two guys, the fuel pump can activate anytime, especially on BMWs. Even if you open driver door or detect low fuel pressure, it can turn on to build fuel pressure. So number one, disconnect the car battery. Now on these cars guys, it really matters on modern cars which battery terminal you disconnect first, positive or negative, because if you don't do it the right way, you can cause damage to your electrical systems and your components guys, computers, modules, things like that. We did that in the past, it cost us $2,000. So I'll put links in the description of the video below guys, 2 videos that explains how to disconnect the car battery the correct way, because otherwise guys you can get in serious trouble. Now always use gloves, okay? Gloves resistant to gasoline and high protection. Have fire extinguisher on the side because there is always a chance to catch on fire. You will need to remove the upper engine cover guys now. So with that being said, your fuel line, the fuel rail is right here. It will be under enormous amount of pressure, probably about 40 psi. If you want, you can release it through here and not have enough pressure, but you will leak fuel out. So always be prepared guys. Make sure you do that on cold engine as well. Now let's go ahead and disconnect the fuel line. Very important how you do it. If your piece is broken here or you're missing it, we have a special video that explains how to do that. So you can check it out guys, on our channel. Slowly remove it, check it out how much gas we sprayed. Okay, that's normal. Perfect. And we got it out. Now guys, right here we'll need to disconnect the cables for the oxygen sensors. This is for bank 1 and bank 2 oxygen sensors. So we need to pull them out. Okay, check it out now. Great, this is out. Now guys, we need to do more. The wires for the injectors, we cannot disconnect them because you cannot reach them. So we need to remove the whole fuel rail first with the wires, and then we're going to disconnect them. So how we're going to do now, we're going to get a 10mm socket and we're going to remove one bolt here, one bolt over there. You're going to see, make sure you don't drop these bolts inside your engine guys, intake manifold, anything like that. And I just said be careful and we just did it guys. So just take your time, don't rush things, because ours is inside right here, so we're going to get it once we remove the fuel rail. So you have to be careful guys. Because those are really easy to lose and you may need to be hunting for them for a while if you lose them. Okay, let me see now this bolt. Okay, almost coming off. It's still a little bit long. Oh, I think I'm getting loose now. Okay, that's what the bolt looks like, guys. Check it out. This is the bolt. So one is out, one lost, so 2 so far, and then we have 2 more towards the back side. So altogether we'll have 4 bolts, guys. Okay, 3rd bolt. Now we need to remove bolt number 4, which is located right there. And we'll share something very helpful towards the end. Okay, now we're working on the last one. It's a little bit of a weird angle, guys, but we're trying our best to show you all the details that we can. Okay, this one we dropped it in the intake manifold too. So you have to be careful. What I recommend, guys, okay, use needle pliers. Okay, if you drop them or when you try to pull them out, use pliers like that, guys. Don't just rely on your fingers, because it's not going to happen. Now we're going to lift these wires up. We need to grab the fuel rail and we need to lift it up a little bit. Okay, now this will give us enough slack just to come out, I think, and then we can disconnect the fuel injectors. Okay, and we'll show you guys how to do that. So grab it. It will be stuck due to the fact that you have O-rings, guys. Okay, came out on this side. Now on the other side. Perfect. Now let's come on this side and disconnect, guys. Okay. Okay, the wiring harness that we have right here, you can see those are your fuel injectors, the bolts. Okay, now is the time, guys, to make sure you don't drop anything inside, because you will damage your engine. If you drop something in your fuel injectors, you're in big trouble, guys. What you need to do, you need to do quite a bit of disassembly. You need to remove the intake manifold to get to the valves and remove, guys, okay, that thing from there. So we collected all our bolts. Now what we need to do right here, guys, we need to go ahead, okay, and disconnect the fuel rail, okay, the fuel rail with the fuel injectors. But let's cover all the holes so nothing drops inside, because my heart is skipping a beat if that happens, guys, because you have an extra 3 to 4 hours work to remove the intake manifold and see whatever you dropped. Or if you don't notice that you dropped it, then things get even more chaotic, guys. So what we need to do now, we need to get a small screwdriver, okay, small thin screwdriver, and we're going to start pressing these springs in, and we'll start removing, okay, the wiring harness. So press in. Let's see if we can push it in, or we can. No, this one is the one that comes out. That actually is the style that comes out. So we need to grab it on the bottom, that connector, that spring. Okay, let's come on this side a little bit now. Perfect. And what I'll do, I'll just pull those ones out, guys. Now you can do that way, and you can remove, okay, you can see one of them out. Then unfortunately you cannot just replace one fuel injector, guys. What you have to do, you have to remove all of them. So we will go ahead, do that, and we'll continue. So let's go ahead, do the other one now. Okay, you have to be careful not to lose them. We're missing one, so we'll have to buy some replacement ones if you want to see where to get them from. Okay, we will try to share the link, guys. Okay, I don't want to drop this one, it got stuck on the bottom. Nah, this guy is still stuck there. I cannot reach it with one finger. Okay, number 2, right here. So we keep doing that, guys. Number 3 now. Okay. Perfect. Number 3. Number 4 we are missing. Cylinder number 4 we are missing it completely. So let's go to number 5 and 6. So we need to see whoever worked on that thing last time, maybe it's dropped somewhere in the intake manifold and we can find it and not buy one. Okay, this side is loose, let's go on the other side now. Okay, one more to go. Last one. Oh, I got it. Now, we can pull the fuel rail from the connectors, guys, check it out. And the fuel rail with the fuel injectors comes out. Now, if you need to replace the whole assembly, that's how we do it. If you just need to replace one injector, we'll show you guys how to do it now. You'll be leaking fuel, so be prepared. So, now if you need to replace just one fuel injector or all of them, guys, we'll demonstrate how to do on one. You need to pull that spring out. Okay, check it out, it comes out. And later make sure that it goes in that canal. When you install it, grab the injector and pull it out, guys. Okay, you can just wiggle it a little bit, it comes out. You have an O-ring on the top, you have an, okay, let me just focus quick. You have one O-ring on top, one O-ring on the bottom. Now, when you install them, you have to apply a little bit of oil to lubricate them, otherwise they will not go back in. I recommend to go with original injectors, but we've used aftermarket ones, worked in the past as well, some didn't as good, but if you want to see, guys, where to get them from, we'll put the link in the description of the video below. You get the idea, guys. We'll also have a video how to test a fuel injector coming very soon on our channel. So hopefully, guys, the video will be helpful to any of you trying to figure this thing out. If you have any questions, let us know. Thank you for watching and see you guys next time.